Well, tomorrow is like Christmas for college football fans, game day notwithstanding. It's National Signing Day, and we'll find out where star high school players around the country will play on the next level.
There's a relatively new tool that's having a major impact on the recruiting process: social media. Kyle Deckelbaum joins us with this story. Kyle.
Well, Beth and Scott, almost every high school kid, of course, is on Facebook. Most are also on Twitter. It's a way to talk to friends online. But big high school recruits have to interact with someone else, too, their fans. For big-time high school football players, it's about more than posting big numbers on the field. Today, it's about what you post online that can make or break your career.
It's just a whole nother world.
It's gotten crazy.
I've had several kids that were really, really talented, and that could have played somewhere, and they've just totally eliminated themselves from being recruited.
The power and reach of social media was on display just a couple weeks ago. North Little Rock wide receiver KJ Hill decommitted from Arkansas. He announced the news on Twitter. Within minutes, word spread from his phone to his over 7,000 Twitter followers and beyond. Hogs Illustrated's Dudley Dawson has covered Razorback recruiting for decades.
These kids absolutely love building up their numbers.
Scout.com's #1 recruit, Khalil McKenzie, has 20,000 Twitter followers. Fayetteville tight end CJ O'Grady, a Razorback commit, has 3,000. Still no small number.
Kind of like a celebrity, a young celebrity, I guess.
But there are potential pitfalls to the power of reaching so many so quickly.
It kind of puts pressure on you because, like, you got to really watch what you say.
I view it as if you have more followers, you have more chances to mess up.
Conway quarterback Braylon Smith, a junior, is just scratching the surface of what's to come.
I guess that's the part, that one of the good parts that comes with being recruited and having Twitter. You know, you get a lot of people behind you and a lot of support.
But quickly, Smith too is discovering what can happen when you hit send.
You really got to watch what you got to put and what you retweet and favorite, because a lot of people can see it, and one tweet can do a lot of damage on your career.
And social media isn't a one-way street. Fans, just as easily, can directly communicate with their favorite players.
Fans are so passionate, and that's a good thing. Word fan is short for fanatic. I think that fits in there. It can be good and bad.
Within moments of KJ Hill saying he decommitted, fans reacted.
Anybody with a cell phone can get a Twitter account and say whatever they want in the comfort and protection of their living room.
Some fans replied with strong, sometimes hateful messages for this 17-year-old kid. O'Grady's heard those before.
I usually just ignore the negative things because I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not going to instigate or, get into that kind of stuff.
Other fans hoping to sway Hill one way or the other.
They now view themselves as recruiters for the university.
They're going to try to get the best players by making their plea to that kid to come, and if they don't, they're gonna probably do some stupid things.
The question now is, what can high schools do to teach their mini celebrity athletes how best to use the powerful tool of social media?
We have a huge meeting with all football players and parents, and then it's something that we talk about in our first big beginning of the year team meeting.
Ashcraft says he uses Twitter to monitor his players' accounts.
We all follow our guys. Keep up with them, hey, saw what you put on there, that's not a good idea. We just kind of stay in line with our school guidelines and our school social media policy.
Fayetteville actually takes that to another level. The school holds its athletes to a higher standard than the rest of the student body.
We have an athletic council, and each kid signs that packet at the start of the year, and social media is part of it. You're responsible for whatever you send out, and then you'll have to go in front of the athletic council, and you could be suspended up to 365 days.
Bottom line, the easiest way to avoid any trouble and the easiest message to spread: think.
If you're about to post something and you're wondering, or just if you're hesitant at all thinking, should I do this? The answer is you shouldn't.
Pretty simple. Now, Dudley Dawson actually brought up an interesting question. Would the NCAA ever consider somehow monitoring social media? That's just something we'll have to wait and see, guys.
I'm sure they're already looking at it. Don't know if they'll do anything about it. Kyle, thanks very much.
And just to let you know, we'll have complete coverage of National Signing Day on KATV.com and, of course, on our social media.
Yeah, some good advice there from the coaches and a couple of good kids in there that he did interview.